Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, it's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Balazs. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He's going to look deep down the field into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near... the 42. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I'm coming after you. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 57 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here we go.
Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And they've got it here with a first down.
We got this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the designed runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on second and 10. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with Balazs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy. Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, color.
Ballage. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is Parker, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it'll bring up third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, Haywood.
49, guys. Muscle up.
Fitzpatrick again. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki. in the final seconds of the first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker now to add the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. Now Balaj. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This pass into the arms of Snead. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike Taylor.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Snead's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Jackson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but now it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you either think...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Right there in the middle.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Roberts got it. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Let's go, let's go.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Akeem Talib, the corner, with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. He goes underneath to Ingram. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Check, 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 check. It's great.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Watch the twist.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? It's my guy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's third down.
Push him back.
Fitzpatrick to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. I know he ain't got it.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, not much to complain about here. They come in at
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your